Hi and welcome to a new episode of my knitting podcast. Today is Vlogmas day number 4. We're counting down with a small episode every day until Christmas. So I hope you enjoy these episodes and thank you so very much for everybody's watching, liking, subscribing and commenting. I'm having so much fun. All right. Of course, as always, we will start today with an opening from of the Advent calendar. And again, we have a lovely cashmere yarn and a beautiful color. And I can totally see while all the colors appear, that will make a wonderful sweater, colourwork sweater. I'm looking forward to it because I think all the bases are until now are all the same, so they can combine beautifully together. And this is definitely another beautiful color that will fit in the scheme of the rest. I just have to check if I'm actually recording. Oh well, yes. Well, all right. What I'm wearing today is a shawl, and it's an old shawl. It is made in, let me see, 2019, and it's the Siggy shawl by Johi Locatelli. And I made it out of handspun. The handspun originally was yellow. I overdyed it and it turned into this rusty reddish brown. So it looks a lot like the sweater I wore, the shawl I showed you yesterday, and it is just very fun to knit with the garter and then lace sections. The sweater is also an old sweater. I made it in 2020. It's the Mountain Roses by Varm Designs. You can't see the bottom, but it's quite long. I never make the sweaters that long, but it's actually very nice and cozy, and yeah, very, very nice and lovely. And I was looking up the old sweaters. I just was curious when I started on Ravelry. So the first project I added to Ravelry was in 2014, and that was my first test crochet, which was a tiny little owl that was a phone case. So after that, I probably found out how to add all the projects. So since 2014, I started adding projects. But if you look at Ravelry, you can see when actually you became a member, and that was 2012. Oh, that's so long ago. So I'm interested to know, are you using Ravelry and how long have you been a member? How long have you been using it? It would be so fun to read your comments. All right, that's what I'm wearing. A finished object is this one. It's a vest and it's very oversized. I made it out of handspun. And it's the Tata vest by Charlotte Tong, and I will link it down below. So the way this is knitted, you have several options. You can make it open front. You can make 2 deep V's, two shallow V's. You knit all these sections separately, and then you add them all together at the armhole. But there's no finishing. You do all the edging just as you go. So that's pretty nice. And yeah, I will put in some footage as always, so you can see how it looks. Not sure if this is a very wearable piece. I thought it was an interesting piece to knit, and I had yarn that I really wanted to use up. I had no idea what other project I could make with it. I started a project with it and I washed it and it completely felted. It was one of the 12 cast-ons a few years ago. So I was very hesitant. I just only lightly steam blocked it because, yeah, it felted drastically, that project then. So, okay, now that is out of my stash, and that is always a happy moment because then we get room for more, right? I try not to, but it happens sometimes. All right, I am still weaving in the ends on the sweater, the Isbloom, so it is not blocking yet. I am still working on the twisted rib of the test knits from Knitting for Breakfast, which is the Alhambra sweater. I finished one of the sleeves, the second sleeve actually, for the vest for my son. So it has 2 sleeves now, completely finished. So now I can find the next yarn to add to the body. So I wound up this one, which is green and grey. And of course I will pair it again with blue, so that will marble. And I'm not sure how much more I need, but I will definitely have more handspun that I can add. So that is coming along nicely. So that is just the body and some pockets. That will definitely happen before Christmas, because that is a gift for him. Then yesterday we had a clue 2 of Granddad's Great Adventure. That is the gnome from Sarah Shura, which is Imagined Landscapes. And I think his sweater is kind of growing. So this was a nice addition. We have some slip stitches. And it is written as mosaic colourwork. So you, one row you knit one color and the next row you knit the other color. I might have cheated a little bit and just did stranded colorwork because it went a bit quicker. So yeah, I definitely think this is the body from Grandpa. And so as this is going so far, there is one day we cut a clue and the next day we have a story. So it is minimum knitting, so you can divide it over 2 days, which is very nice, so everybody can catch up actually, and we don't have to knit all like crazy because everybody is still working apparently on gift knits and other things. Alright, I wanted to show you something I started at the beginning of November, I think. I don't know. It was the Knit Along with Arne and Carlos, and that is a stocking. They do that every year. You get a clue every day, I think, for 7 rows you knit every day. But then suddenly I realized December has arrived and I need to finish more things than just the stocking. But I came along a few days and I will definitely try to finish this because it is absolutely lovely. And I think some handmade Christmas decorations will definitely spice up. How do you say that? Well, it will definitely look very nice and cozy in the house. So I have the mitten garland, which is handmade, and I don't think I have much more handmade Christmas decorations. So this is definitely very fun. And again, leftover bowls of Drops Charisma, which is so nice if I can knit up that and have a beautiful decoration in the end. So I hope I can finish this before the end of the year, before Christmas. That would be nice. Otherwise it will probably be laying around for longer, and that is not really something I would like. I'd like to finish it up before I pack up my Christmas decorations. So yes, what is the plan for today? I will work on Michael's vest. The vest is quite heavy right now, so I definitely need some changing up with other projects. I am working on the weaving in the ends words. There were a lot of ends to weave in for that pullover, and then that endless twisted ribbing on 3mm needle is also taking a long time. The color work also, because it was 3 colors again for most of the rows. So yeah, good. So I can still work on that. And the Christmas stocking, not sure. I have a funny free pattern for you, and it is another drops pattern. It is the forest garland, and I was digging through all kinds of patterns I wanted to make before December, but I failed. But still, it is a lovely garland with all kinds of little Christmas trees. So I think that would be something I would like to have in a future year. More handmade garlands, and yeah, I think that would be wonderful. So I hope you are enjoying yourself. I hope you don't stress too much. And I will definitely be here again tomorrow. So until then, happy knitting. Bye!